Refuse the test. You are not just saying, I refuse the test. You're not just saying, I don't want my kid to sit for the test. You're saying that it's not okay to give a test to a special education student. That's a test that's 1, 2, and 3 grade levels above the grade that they're learning at, knowing that 95% of them are going to fail. Special ed students, 5% of them pass the test. You're saying that it's not okay to give a test to students just arriving in this country who are just starting to learn English, a test in English, knowing 97% of them will fail, 3% of the ELL kids pass the test. It's not okay to give an 8 and 9 hour long test to our youngest learners. It's not okay to have children with IEPs sit for up to 18 hours of testing. It's not okay to blame a teacher for an unfunded, overcrowded school environment. It's not okay to punish a teacher for taking a job at a school that has a significant population of struggling students because he or she wants to make a difference. It's not okay to use those scores to label the school as failing and close their doors. It's not okay that we're losing science in our lower grades. It's not okay that arts, music, and recess are being squeezed out by testing and test prep. It's not okay we're losing social studies in our lower grades. And it's not okay to have all children taught the same rather than taught as individual learners. Yeah. One of my favorite quotes is that says, and I think actually Eric McGilberg upstate that we work with, I think he actually wrote this. Educators have always tested what they taught, but now what is tested determines what is taught. And that's not okay.
No, not okay.
Okay? If you decide not to promote or encourage opting out, and if you do not opt your own children out, you're saying that all those things are okay with you. That's what you're saying. When you refuse the test, you are not just saying, I refuse the test. You're not just saying, I don't want my kid to sit for the test. You are saying so much more than that. This is not just that simple statement. Okay? You're saying that this whole thing, all these things you've been hearing tonight, it's not right. And if you do opt out, and you do encourage other parents to opt out, that's you making that stand and saying all these things are not okay with me. It's not just about your own child, it's about all these other kids. My absolute least favorite quote from parents is when they tell me, my kid does fine on the test. It's okay, they do fine, they're not bothered by it. And they don't even realize how egotistical that is, that you're only thinking about yourself. What about all these other kids? Your kid may not be. My younger one, he's in the 3rd grade right now, although he's extremely excited to be joining the opt-out movement. He was very happy to be in the 3rd grade to be able to say, I refuse. But he would do fine on this test. He would have no problem at all. So that has nothing to do with why you're refusing. That's such a narrow-minded view of this. A lot of parents ask me this. They say they're afraid that they're getting their kid to be, rebellious. And I really urge them to have a long talk with the kids about similar topics that we're talking about these tests and whether they're really important for them in school and whether and talk about, unfortunately, you almost have to talk about some adult issues. But you can really, my kids, the way I really deal with my kids is just explaining to them that you're standing up for other kids when you do this. That this isn't just about you protecting yourself. Again, the same way I said for parents, the same idea. That my kids, they really do feel like they are being protectors. We call it upstanders in my house. We said there's bystanders and there's upstanders. And it's really important that, not to be a bystander. We know that these tests are wrong and it hurts a lot of kids. And so we are going to be the upstanders that say no and try to fix this to protect all kids, no matter who they are. Change doesn't happen through compliance. Okay? If we keep doing this and keep taking the test, okay? It happens through civil disobedience. That's how you end this. It's time for parents to take action. Parents need to understand the power that they have. Parents don't get it. They don't understand that they have all this power. This is your children. If we're not going to stop it, nobody will stop this. Okay? It's time to say that all these things are not okay.